morning. Top of the morning. Yankee got notified this morning. It's a good day. It's a damn good day. Hoser overslept this morning, and he don't care. Boy, I feel good this morning. I must have been really tired. Gotta clean my windows off here. God, Misha snot all over the windows. I can't see. She likes to she likes to put her nose right smack dab on the windows. So I got nose art everywhere, which is cute until you're driving directly in the sun and you can't see anything. I hope everybody's morning's going super great. It is the last Monday of the week. Last Monday of the week. Good morning. Windows are clean. I can see who we got here. Melissa Marble, Broken, Dewana, Yankee. Good morning. I'm gonna be rolling here in a second. There we go. There we go. Now I can move my camera around. Misha, you're messing up all my cords, girl. You're messing up all my cords, girl. Huh? Welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Oops, I just shut my music off. Oh, it's gonna be this way today. As soon as I close my screen, the music's gonna turn off. Gotcha, Epidemic. Oh, all right. So, what am I doing here? Oh, I gotta go truck driving. Come here, Thor. Come here, gargantuan. Come here, gargantuan. Messing up my bed, gargantuan. Why you do that, gargantuan? The almighty Chahuahua that loves to mess up my bed. Everybody loves it. Okay, I'm gonna pull this around the corner. Bring some puppies potty real quick. Man, that sun is bright today. Holy cow. I've already done my pre-trip. Boy, she messed up everything. All my side mirrors. I've never had a dog in a truck that messes with my electronics as much as she does. She's a smart one. Alright, I'm just gonna pull this thing over here, guys, quick, and I'm gonna potty these dogs. How's everybody's morning going today? Duana, I got to check out those posts you put up. Love it. Absolutely love it. Let them out right here. A couple minutes, potty these dogs, and I'll hit the road. Oh, it's warm out there. No, stay. Nope. I said stay. Can't just jump out, dude. There's a road there. Back up. Get your collars on. Yes, I know. How exciting. How exciting. Stay. Hold on. Let the papa get your collar. Leashes. Zeus, come! Good boy! Good boy! Good boy! Get to work your brain a little bit. Good boy! Yes, good boy! Let him work his brain just a little bit this morning. Give him a nice sit stay. Release him, gets him excited, gets him back in the truck, gets to use his head, makes him feel good. Awesome sit stay that dog has. I can walk across the parking lot, he won't move until I release him. If you like the sit stay, give me a thumbs up, please. All right, we're out of here. Oh. Good morning, Patrick. Good morning, y'all. Patrick, Dewana, Broken, Yankee, Melissa. Thank you for stopping in. Here we go. Tablet's down. I gotta go. I got an 8-hour and 46-minute drive to Fargo. Oh shoot, I forgot to update my Discord. Dang it. I'll get it later. Alright everybody, so here's what's going on today. I am at the excuse me. I am at the TA truck stop in Janesville, Wisconsin. So a recap, yesterday we had a load of Yamaha snowmobiles on deck that we delivered to Bolingbrook, Illinois. So I'm just watching for these people walking across the parking lot here. You can't see them, but they had a couple kids over there. So we delivered our Yamaha snowmobiles to Bolingbrook, Illinois, and we got those off right around, oh, I suppose it was 1:30 in the afternoon, maybe, or no. It was 2 o'clock, close enough. It was 2 o'clock when I rolled in there, 5 minutes after 2 Central Time.
Turn in the first right onto Deerfield Drive.
Oh, excuse me. And then we drove over to East Chicago, Indiana. And we grabbed this load of sheetrock out of USG, just like I figured we were going to do. That's usually my go-to when I'm in Chicago. Excuse me. I'm going to let this white car go here. So we got the load of USG on. Made it through the rush hour traffic in Chicago, which was an absolute nightmare. got past the scale, the truck weigh scale up here in Janesville, and parked it at the TA. I'm on my way to Fargo. I have to deliver this load tonight at 10 o'clock at the Home Depot in Fargo, Minnesota. Now, how ironic is that? The Pollock, don't you know, is going to Fargo, don't you know, way up there, up north there, don't you know? How ironic. If you haven't seen the movie Fargo, I don't know. We don't really talk like that, y'all. So, yeah, we do. So I'm going to deliver this load tonight at 10 o'clock. It's an 8-hour and 46-minute drive. For everybody that was watching yesterday, I apologize at the end of the stream when it was funny because I said, you know, in about 30 seconds, then my phone went dead. I didn't realize my phone wasn't charging. So I apologize for that. That's why that stream ended so abruptly yesterday. Pollock forgot to plug in his phone. It's real here. 100% transparency, that's what I say. I forgot to plug in my phone. This thing up to Fargo, 40 minutes is what I got left on the clock here for getting to Fargo. It's gonna end up happening. I'm gonna get to Fargo. I'm gonna have to jump in the bunk, go to bed, and I'll have to get up at 10 o'clock and kick my clock off and get unloaded. And then do what we call a split break. I'll drive home after that. So I should be home tomorrow, probably around Misha. Zeus. Stop it. Just getting vocal over food. I'm trying to figure out the right spot where to put their food dishes in here. They haven't quite figured out whose dish is whose yet, so Misha's going back and forth and it's making Zeus angry. And Zeus is such a softie. He won't cuss back at anybody. He won't even mess with Thor. Thor shows his teeth at Zeus. Zeus falls on his back and puts his paws up in the air and says, "Please don't kill me." The dynamic has changed. I'll get back to what I'm doing. I just want to talk a little bit about that vocal thing that was going on there. So what's going on in the truck right now, the dynamic has changed a whole bunch. When we were home, I should have a mic on. I have a mic for this GoPro too, and I don't have it on. I should really put it on. Well, what happened with the dynamic in the house was when we had all of the dogs in the house, Phoenix was top dog, and everybody knew their place. Everybody knew Stone Phoenix. He's the top dog in the house. And then Misha came in second, and then everybody else was kind of like trying to figure out where they belong. Well, now that Phoenix is living down on that 700-acre farm, the Misha and Zeus don't know their place anymore. They don't know who the boss is, who the top is. Different. And it's crazy because Zeus has always been in the truck. So this is Zeus's truck. But Misha came into the truck with higher authority than Zeus ever had. So now Now Zeus doesn't know what to do because here's Misha, who's alpha to him, in the truck, which is alpha to her. So the dynamic is completely screwed up. That all makes sense. So we're having a little quarreling going on at dinner time right now. Misha thinks the food bowl is hers because she's alpha. Well, it's Zeus's food bowl in his truck where he's alpha. So everything's just kind of jacked up right now until they all figure out where their place is. There's a little bit of bickering going on. So do that stuff, nothing's happening. It's not fighting or nothing amongst themselves. So anyways, enough of that. Home Depot loads always deliver late at night. There's only a couple stores that I go to where they have a daytime delivery. It's always their second shift or third shift that delivers them, or receives them, I mean. So that's going on. Throw that probably Sunday. I should be able to post it on Sunday for you. My ETA right now, my exact ETA to Fargo is going to be 5 o'clock Central Time, so I'll be rolling into Fargo around 6 o'clock Eastern Time tonight. Like I said, I overslept. I should have been on the road 2.5 hours ago, but I was just absolutely exhausted. I had to go to bed. Hit the pillow as soon as I got done last night. Potted the dogs. Had myself a roast beef sandwich. I went to bed and my alarm went off at 5 o'clock this morning, and I took my phone and I literally just threw it across the truck onto the driver's seat. I went back to bed. Like, nope, we're not in a rush today. I wanted to catch a Yankee stream tonight. I don't think that's going to happen. By the time I get done, you'll be getting finished again. But I'm going to go live tomorrow. Or, I mean, yeah, tomorrow, sometime on Saturday afternoon, probably. Oh, I don't know. I think I'm going to... I don't know if anybody streams. I don't want to walk on anybody's toes. But tentatively, tomorrow night, I'm going to go on at 5:30 or 6 o'clock Central Time. So 6:30 or 7 Eastern Time, I'm going to run on tomorrow and just say hi to everybody. Maybe we can get a tape duck and a Yankee on, or I don't know what's going on Saturday afternoons. I have another mic at home that came in that I purchased for the laptop for the big truck. So I want to try that other mic out before I bring it on here. And then I'm already pre-planned out for next week, y'all. It's going to be a good week. The last time I went down to this, I'm going to Stanton, Tennessee, the new electric vehicle. I believe I did a live going into there once already. Or maybe it was something that I just recorded going into there and I was never able to post it. I know I was in there once. I've been in the place probably a dozen times now, bringing in these big, huge, massive stainless steel vents that the building runs on for circulation. Oh my God, how do you say that word? Circulating fresh air returns and exhaust ductwork. Various sizes from 2 feet around all the way to the biggest one I put on was 8 foot diameter. It was the whole entire trailer. It was all 50 foot long. And the one piece of pipe was worth, what'd they tell me, $350,000 for one piece of pipe. Discord too. And oh, by the way, Yankee, if you're on here, thank you for getting the gilded on my link tree. I appreciate that. Shoot, I forgot to post my link tree again today. Dang it. I get one thing on my mind, and it's get on the road. And it's like Joey Whisper says, you know, this streaming thing is not my job. This is what I do for fun. My first and foremost priority is the truck and the job and the load. And I'm slowly starting to figure out what do I need to do to get this stream going. And it's a work in progress, so eventually I'll get it all figured out. If I can figure out that Stream Elements bot to start posting that stuff for me on YouTube would be great. I've looked at it every night for the last week and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I just cannot get that bot to work. But enough of all that BS. Good morning, everybody. I hope your day goes absolutely wonderful. I gotta get this song off my playlist. I don't like it. It's called I'm So Tired of Love Songs, and I don't like it. It's gotta go away. Maybe the last time you hear this one, it's gone. Stanton, everybody, is when I go down to Stanton, I get to stop off at my buddy's house down there in Paducah. If I have time. I don't believe I'm going to have time. It's ironic that they invited me down for Easter dinner, and I said I'm going to be trucking, I'm not going to be able to stop, and then I'm going to be driving within 2 hours of their house. Maybe I'll have enough time to swing in and give them both a hug and just get back on the road. I don't know. From my house to their house is 12 hours. That's the problem lies is I can only drive 11 hours in one day. So I'm an hour short of making it to their house, and it's another 3.5 hours to Stanton for a Tuesday delivery. We'll see how my clock turns out. If I'm able to swing in there and say hi, I will. But it's out of route for me by about 45 minutes to run down through Paducah versus going right down 55. Instead of going across 24, I can stay right on 55 and get to where I need to get to much easier and quicker. At $4 a gallon, diesel's expensive. This are about 90 miles to run this truck down the road. Fuel itself is 50 cents. So when I go on a siesta, it's expensive. It cost me $5. That's the reality of trucking. These things don't move up and down the road for free. doing yesterday. Remember when I get north of up here, it's the signal's gonna get a little patchy. It's gonna start teleporting a little bit, and there's nothing I can do about it. If I happen to lose service, just we're just gonna keep on trucking. It's nice outside tomorrow. I'm going to attempt to get that mount moved on the back of the truck and see if I can get that Starlink on here. It's a goal to have done, but I'm pretty sure it's still going to be just too cold for me to be messing around outside. And there's 2 feet of snow in my driveway right now, so I don't even know if I can get the big truck at the house. I had to bust out the snowblower. I think at the very least I'm going to at least attempt to get that mount off the back of my truck so I can get it over to the weld shop and have a new mount fabricated. That's new to the channel, thanks for stopping by. You just happen to wander on into this Trucker Zeus channel. It's Jim talking. We got Trucker Zeus, Misha, my 2 shepherds, and the almighty gargantuan Chihuahua Thor. Just the 4 of us cruising up and down the highway, showing off the daily events of what we got going on out here in the 18-wheeler, or 17 if you blew a tire, or 16 if you just don't care you have a flat tire. I put a video short up yesterday on YouTube of a driver that was cruising up and down the road with one of his brake chambers just hanging on the ground. Got up alongside of him, and the guy's got his cell phone to his ear, and I'm honking my horn, and I'm looking at him, and he's shrugging his shoulders. What do you want? And I'm rolling down my window, and I'm yelling at him, hey, you got a brake chamber hanging down back there, don't you know? And he's shaking his head. He couldn't hear me. Couple miles down the road, and he pulled over, and I don't know, man. Those preachers trip inspections are kind of important. They're not government mandated for nothing. If you don't know what a brake chamber is, it's a mechanical device that applies air to your braking system and makes your brake shoes expand onto the drum, or makes your caliper squeezed by your brakes. And if that's not working, you don't have brakes on that particular wheel, and it was just hanging on the ground. So we got his attention. We got him pulled over. The dangerous thing about that, the only thing that was holding that brake canister on were 2 rubber hoses. And those canisters, they weigh about 3, maybe 4 pounds. Could you imagine those hoses breaking and that canister falling off and going through somebody's windshield? A 4-pound rock. That brings up a story. Welcome to Story Time by Truck. Flybridge boat out of the marine home. Boat, I bought it from a kid that lived in Minnesota, and he's on disability. He used to work at the mines in northern Minnesota, and he was traveling from home. Like, he was only in his mid-20s when this happened. He was traveling from work to home, or home to work. I'm sure if you Googled it, you can get the whole entire story. Well, anyways, like it's business because it's all on the news is, so I believe it was a Northland construction truck, I think, was traveling down the road, and this guy gonna let me over? Come on, man. Move the fuck out of my way. Jeez. I slow down, they slow down. It's fun when you hit the brakes to let somebody go around, and then they friggin' hit the brakes, and next thing you know, you're both stopping on a damn interstate. Jeez. Drive your car. Let the guy that's merging merge. Just drive your damn car. Well, anyways, so let's just say this construction truck was hauling dirt and rock or pit run or gravel or something, and there was a rock that was up on the top of the side rails of his, I don't know if it was a dump truck like Joey's or if it was an end dump, but there was a 4.5-pound rock, whatever size it was. Let's just say it was big. I guess you can Google it. It's all over the internet. This was years ago. This rock fell off the truck, hit the ground, went through his front windshield, and smacked him right square in the center of his face. There's pictures of his car on the news feed. He got straight up knocked the fuck right out, guys. It damn near killed him. He was in a coma for months. He survived, and his settlement, all because that driver didn't get out and clean the rails off the side of his dump truck, was $30 million. That's how much he got awarded for negligence by one truck driver just not doing his job one damn time. One time. $30 million. I'm not sure what happened, if maybe they loaded him up, they overloaded the guy or what, but it doesn't even matter. $30 million lawsuit. Nice kid. Well, this boat was sitting down at the marina, and I had seen it down there for a long time. I was there for a year, and the boat was still dry docked. Well, I talked to the marina. So after he had got hurt, he got better. I mean, he's mobile. He's fine now. I'm not gonna say his name. And we communicate every now and again. I was able to purchase this boat, and the reason it had been sitting there was because he bought the boat for him and his wife and his kids to go out and enjoy, you know, some nice quality time on Lake Superior. You know, he doesn't work anymore. He's on full disability, so he's just, what can I do to have some fun with my family? And he buys this boat, and then finds out after he buys the boat that the injury was so severe that he can't even go on the water, seasickness and whatnot. So he had to sell the boat, so now it's ours. It's sitting down at the marina. Nice big 30-foot boat. It's got a big V-berth in the front, full kitchen, fridge, microwave, stove, oven. Two twin 454 Mercruiser inboards. It's big. It's about, I think it's about 16,000 pounds dry. But yeah, story time. I see a lot of guys driving up and down the road with 4x4 dunnages not even secured to their decks. And I think about that kid with just a 4-pound rock that bounces off, and just fate had to be the way it was. It went right through his windshield and damn near killed him. It's really important, guys, that we do our jobs correctly. We really make sure that everything's done right. I've been ticketed for dirt and rocks and stuff up on the top of my dump truck when I was pulling those things back. Actually, it was an end dump. That'll be another story for a different time. I'm gonna get over to the middle lane here. Just as a friendly reminder, if you're new to the channel and you're asking questions and whatnot on here, I can't see my chat while I'm driving up and down the road. If there's something pertinent you want to ask me, go to my Discord, throw it on there, and I can answer it later on. Or if I get parked here, sometimes I can get back and I can look at the chat, attempt to answer questions if I get a chance to stop. But if I'm driving up and down the road, y'all, I can't see the chat, so just talk amongst yourselves like you do on every other one of these streams. That's more for the new people. Let's stop in here. If there's any new people. And if there is new people, welcome to the channel. Yankee free. And duct tape, guys, thank you for helping me out here. We don't have anything going on yet that they have to even boot somebody, but if you're new on here, mind your P's and Q's. This is a family-friendly channel, and get out of control, somebody's gonna boot you. So keep it nice, please. I'm gonna be looking for a third moderator, somebody that can be on here. Duct tape and Yankee, Yankee's got his job he does all day, and duct tape's he's over the big pond, so he's generally sleeping when I'm streaming. So I'm probably going to ask for somebody else that's out there that would be interested when I'm on to keep their eye on the chat for me. So if you're interested, please jump onto my Discord and let me know. Really, nothing ever happens here. I've never had an issue yet, but as this channel grows, I'd like to have a third person on here just in case. Jump on over to my Discord and leave me a message. Wisconsin Dells area, and like I said earlier, this is where my service starts to get a little patchy. And take note of the difference that's going to happen here once that Starlink is on. I keep talking about it because I'm just so damn excited to know that I've got that thing sitting there. Wait till that thing's mounted on here and you'll see the difference. Next time I come through the Wisconsin Dells area and you're all on here, your mind's gonna be blown. It's like watching TV in your house. It's gonna be perfect. I love it. was streaming, somebody asked me, there was a couple of questions. Somebody asked me, how much does a tire cost me? And I was also asked, what was it? How much does a tire cost? Oh, and can I hear it when a tire blows up? When I was watching that back last night, I was thinking to myself, alright. So let's start with the tire blowing out thing. And I'm sure that goes back to when those their rubber was all over the road from the truck that we never did find. I don't know. Somebody must have just kept on driving, or maybe it was earlier that day or whatnot. I'm not sure, but can I hear a tire blow out? Well, that depends. If I blow out a steer tire, that's the two tires in the front. I know it because I'm going for a hell of a ride. I've never blown a steer tire in my life. I've had one go flat on me. Unfortunately, it was in the summertime. I caught a nail and the tire started hissing. And every time the tire made a revolution, that hole hit the ground, so it was going tss, 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 tss. And I pulled over to the side of the road and I stopped and my steer tire went flat. If I blow out a drive tire, that's one of the 8 that are, the 8 tires in the back. If one of those blows out, oh yeah, you can definitely hear it. We have a suspension on these trucks that's called air ride. It's big bags underneath the truck that are inflated with air. We don't have like a typical car would have shocks and spring torsion suspension and stuff like that. We have airbags. And when one of those airbags blow out, which is very seldom and hardly ever happens, that sounds just like a drive tire blowing out. It's loud, you know it. And not only can you tell it, you can only hear it when you blow out a steer tire, but you can feel it too, because those tires are heavy. They're very heavy, and it throws the balance off of the tire, and the whole truck starts to shake. And when you hear that noise, the first thing you're going to do naturally is look in the mirror, and you're going to see rubber going everywhere. There's just you can't not hear it. So yeah, you can hear a tire blow. But if it's a trailer tire, that's tricky. I've had trailer tires blow that I have heard, and I've had them that I have not heard. It all depends. Do I have my radio on in the truck? Is my window down? How fast am I driving? If I got a lot of wind noise and the window's down, I'm not going to hear anything back there. But generally, when I've blown a trailer tire, I've seen it happen, because I can see the pieces of rubber flying out from behind me. And it's not necessarily the tire that gets my attention, but it's what is the traffic behind me doing. When I'm in traffic and there's cars that are 15, 20 feet behind me, 1 second, and I look back 5 seconds later and everybody's back half a mile, I know there's a reason for it, because cars don't give semi-trucks space. It just doesn't happen. We're an obstacle on the road, everybody. That's the nature of the beast, where everybody's pain in the ass. And when I see a bunch of cars behind me that are giving me a ton of space, that right there tells me, hey, something's not right. Did a strap come off? Is there something hanging off my trailer? Did I blow a tire? So it's not necessarily can I hear it, but it's more of what's going on around me. Situational awareness is extremely important when you're driving one of these things. If you're not paying attention to what's going on around you, you're setting yourself up for a problem down the road. A lot of the people that are driving cars up and down the road have absolutely no idea what it takes to move one of these things up the highway. They just think it's, just like them jumping in their car, turn the key and go to Walmart, grab myself a gallon of milk, come home. I'm gonna have to let this, I gotta back out of it here, guys. I gotta let this guy on. I got traffic alongside of me. There you go, step on it. Step on it. Generally, before you merge on is when you're, that lane right there, it's called an acceleration ramp, people. That means get on the throttle, accelerate 2 highway speeds, and then merge in. It's not for, I'm gonna drive slow as shit, merge into traffic half the speed, and make everybody hit their brakes. That's not what an acceleration ramp is for. Get on the acceleration ramp, get on the throttle, get up to speed, and merge in safely. That was pretty decent. They merged in. I didn't have to slow down much, so that worked out well. But yeah, so when it comes to blowing tires, sometimes you can, sometimes you can't. Depends on the situation. I've had tires blow in the past. Again, I was pulling end dump. How funny is that? I was pulling salt, highway salt, road salt. You know what they put on the highways to melt ice? In Wisconsin, to Ladysmith, Wisconsin. And I heard boom, and I'm like, no. I had my wife with me. My friend Dave Olson, his nickname is Jugsy. He was with me. He was actually in front of me when it happened. And I hear boom, and I instantly grab the shoulder, and I pull over, and I didn't blow just one tire. I blew 2 tires at the same damn time. Same axle, same dual. I was completely out. I was done. I couldn't move. 2 tires at the same time. Now, I'm thinking that might have been driver error on my side. It's very, very, very hard for me to believe that 2 tires went at the same exact time. I'm thinking that there might have possibly been something stuck between my duals when I got loaded, and I didn't notice it when I took off, and I missed it when I did my walk around, and whatever it was rubbed through the tires and blew them out. The cool thing, which I thought was really awesome, I was only about a half hour away from our salt delivery, but that guy, Mr. Dave Olson, nicknamed Jugsy, I pulled over to the side of the road. We called the shop. The shop came out there and fixed me. It took them about 2.5 hours to get out there. Mr. Olson, Dave, if you're listening, buddy, I still think about this all the time. He stayed with me and my wife the whole time. He never left my side. When my truck broke down, he says, he called me Junior. He says, Junior, we start together, we finish together. And I will never, ever, ever forget that. That's the only time in my trucking career that I ran with somebody when I broke down that said, you know what, dude? If you're broke down, I'm broke down. I'm not going on until you're ready. And I had just met him maybe weeks before that happened. And to this day, we're still really good friends. Good human being. Well, let's go on to truck tire cost. I was asked, how much does a truck tire cost? Oh, alright, well, get ready for this. I have brand new drive tires on my truck. I put them on last fall. These truck tires are recaps. A recap means it's a used tire that they bring in. It goes through inspection, and they literally glue a new tread on top of it. It's called a retread. It's got another tread on it. They can do that once or twice to the tire, and after that it's deep. Nope, it's no longer good. You can only do it a couple of times. So I bought these recap tires at about 70% of a brand new one. And the only reason I put recaps on here was because I don't know how long I'm going to keep the truck, and I didn't want to put a lot of expense into this vehicle and then turn around and get rid of it. These tires that are on my truck at 70% of the normal cost, those 8 tires back there cost me $4,700. So do the math on that. $4,700. My steer tires, the 2 that are in front of me that turn my truck, they're over $1,000 a piece now. They're like $1,200, $1,100 for a really good Michelin brand tire. After all of my discounts, they're a little over 900 bucks a piece for one tire. But if I just walked in to go buy them right off the shelf, they're over 1,000 bucks. So tires are all different. A steer tire versus a drive tire versus a trailer tire. Trailer tires are priced differently. They have different tread compounds in them. But an average tire, before COVID, I could go get a recap tire for about 250 bucks. Now they're over 500. Prices are just ridiculous on everything. I think it was 515 bucks for a drive tire, and it's basically $1,000 for a steer tire. Brand new tires, if I went 100% brand new, drive tires are about 8 grand, and 2 steer tires. So if I went into a shop and I said I want all new tires on my tractor, it's about 10 grand. $10,000 just to replace the rubber. Can I get them cheaper? Yeah, of course you can get cheaper tires. I've gone down the road of getting cheaper tires, and trust me, I'll never do that again. When it comes to rubber, I'll pay for the good stuff. I will never put anything other than Michelin's on my truck. I tried Bridgestones. They absolutely are the most horrendously terrible piece of shit tire on the face of the earth. I will never stick another Bridgestone tire on this truck. I will use Michelin's and Yokohamas. And that's the only thing that I will ever use until the day I stop driving truck. You will never see anything else other than a Michelin or a Yokohama tire on this truck, ever. Those off-brand tires are just not worth it. They cup out and they get unbalanced. They wear out too fast. They're garbage. There's a lot to tires. Like you can't stick certain brands next to one another. Like yeah, I think it's you can't put a Bridgestone next to a Michelin because the tread compounds are different and the tires flex differently, and it'll make one tire wear out faster than the other. You know, it's like sticking a loaf of bread in one hand and holding a rock in the other. Which one's going to squeeze harder? You know, the rock's not going to move, but the loaf of bread's going to squish in your fingers. Same thing with tires. If you don't keep the same tread compound, then the tires start to wear off faster. And I mean, it's the equivalent of, if you want to think of it like this. This isn't story time now. This is education time by Trucker Zeus. I'm gonna need an emoji for Trucker Zeus story time and education time. How can I explain this? I run my drive tires at 100 PSI, 100 pounds inside the tire. My car is 32, so our semi-trucks run about 100. Depending on the tire you have, you might be able to go down to 80. When I haul gas for Wayne, it's 80 or 90. But if I run one tire at 100 PSI and I don't check my tires, and the one next, the pressure difference between those two tires is the equivalent, don't quote me on this, but it's the equivalent of dragging your tire locked up for 15 feet every 1 mile. So every mile I drive down the road, that lower inflated tire basically drug 15 feet on the road and wore rubber off. So tire inflation itself is critical out here, and for fuel economy, you don't want underinflated tires because that just costs you more money to drive down the road, and the engine has to work harder to spin the tires, which costs more money. You don't want overinflated tires because then your tires start to balloon out, and then you get excessive wear in the middle, and that costs money in tires, and we're talking $8,000 for a set of tires. We sure don't want overinflated tires. what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to get out and check your tire pressures with the damn tire gauge. You don't walk outside your truck with your freaking flip-flops on and kick your tire and say, oh yeah, my tire has air in it. It doesn't work that way. You need to have some kind of a mechanical device to actually check your tire pressures. I mean, this company has 700 trucks. Maybe we're pushing almost 800 now. Just imagine the amount of money in just tires in one day that are just rubber left on the road by underinflated tires. So whoever that was that asked that question, thank you. That's a great topic to talk about when I'm driving up and down the road. There's a lot to tires on semi-trucks. It's not just a round piece of rubber that makes me go down the road. It's a mechanical device that has to be taken care of. You take care of your truck takes care of you. I hope that answers whoever it was that asked. I love questions like that. It gives me something to talk about the next day. So please, ask away. We can discuss it the next time I'm live. That's fun. This is why I started this channel originally. This is what Truckers Use was originally supposed to be for. This channel was originally intended to help out the new drivers that are just getting onto the road, so I could give them tips and tricks. And it all started on TikTok, guys. Tips and tricks for the new drivers on how to be successful when you get out on the road. I was thinking, what do you bring on the road to, what do you eat? What does a new driver bring on the road to eat and stay healthy? Because if you go out to the truck stops, forget it, you're going to spend ridiculous money. I did an experiment a couple of months ago. I brought $300 in cash with me, and I did nothing but eat. I had nothing in my fridge, nothing. I did nothing but I ate out of truck stops. $300. I started my trip on a Monday morning. By the time Sunday night was gone, I spent $300 in 1 week on food just to eat out of a truck stop. $300 for 1 week for one person. It is so expensive. That's how this channel started. What can I do to help the new guy out that comes out on the road? Which a lot of this stuff to me is common sense and second nature, things that I do every day. What I thought after I was teaching in school, I'm like, some of these people left and they're idea, what can I do to save myself some money? Well, I've been doing it for 25 years now. 25 years come June 1st. This will be my 25th year on the road. I have so many things that I do out here to save myself $1 every now and again. I want everybody to remember this one phrase in truck driving. Truck driving isn't about how much money you can make. That's not the right way to look at it. I look at this truck driving thing with an owner-operator mentality of, it's not how much money I can make, it's how much money can I keep in truck driving. At the end of the day, anybody and everybody that's in this business, has anybody to do with trucking, knows that guy that's behind the wheel, brokers, fuel stations, insurance companies. I mean, there's even people on the road that just drive around looking for a reason to grab a truck driver's money. So we can make others trying to get their hands into our pockets and take it. It's not how much we make, it's how much we keep. Number one expense every single day is fuel. Y'all seen that? $700 a day in fuel. It's gone. And I filled up the the other day, it was $650. Middle of last year, when I stopped in when fuel was highest, it was a little bit over $850 to fill my saddles. So eating out at truck stops and restaurants, yeah, it's all fine and dandy to stop and grab yourself a cheeseburger and a soda water. But when you're spending 20 bucks for a double quarter pounder with cheese, fries, and a large Coke, you go to the refrigerator and grab that lunch and a piece of cheese and done the same thing for 75 cents. Space is valuable in here. There's not a lot of room for frozen goods. I have a cooler at my house, electric cooler that I can plug in. Actually, no, you know what? I don't think I have that anymore. I think I sold it. I had to take it out of the truck because of the room for the dog. Zeus was just too big to have that thing in here. I'm gonna have to get myself another one of those because I can put frozen stuff in my truck and I can eat. When Tyler came with me, we would eat like kings, folks. We would eat like kings out here. I would bust out the grill. We would have steak and potatoes and corn and pork chops and applesauce, and we'd make pancakes in the morning. We were eating like kings in this truck. We could make a steak dinner for half the price it would cost for us to walk into McDonald's and grab a couple double quarter pounders. Yeah, it took a lot longer, but $5 for a dinner versus 40 bucks. If it takes me an hour to cook myself a meal out here, and I do asparagus, cauliflower. I got my carrots. When I go home, I boil eggs. I put boiled eggs in my truck for a snack throughout the day so I can at least get some protein in me. I'm at the heaviest of my weight I've been in a long time. 260 pound pole lock now. I used to be 210. I'm 260 pounds, so I got a lot of weight to take off again. And that's just from, I'll be honest, it's from laziness. I got lazy the beginning of this year, and it's shown. I got myself a little bit of a gut I have to work off. Wonder how many people are on this channel right now. I got an idea. Oh boy, I got an idea. You know what? I'm not going to talk about it on here. Tomorrow night, and let's just make a time. I hope nobody's streaming tomorrow night because I got to do what I got to do. I can't make my schedule on other people's schedules. I just don't have that capabilities. Tomorrow night, 5:30 Central Time. Let's go with this, guys. 5:30 Central Time, 6:30 Eastern. Trucker Zeus is going to do a stream, Rumble only stream. Okay? So please jump on over there and join me. I have an idea I want to talk about. We can get a bunch of clan members over there so we can discuss this thing. I have an idea. Maybe it's something y'all want to join in on. Tomorrow, 5:30 Central Time. Rumble. Trucker Zeus. Be there. And if somebody else is streaming at that time, I'll reschedule it. I can't do stream on Sunday because Sunday I'm leaving. I'm headed down to Stanton, Tennessee on Sunday, so it's going to have to be Saturday. I don't have a choice. I'll be home Saturday morning, probably around 6 o'clock in the morning. Then I gotta bust out the snowblower and find a place to park my semi-truck. Get that mount off, and hopefully by then, yeah, I think 5:30 should be a good time. I'm gonna have to put that in my Discord. Set up a feed on Rumble ahead of time. Mr. U-Haul. A ramp trailer. What is that thing? 4x6? Wow, is that small? Oh, maybe that's a 4x8. Teeny little trailer. What do you drive in the back of that thing? A pit bike? Stop up here in Oakdale at the Loves and grab myself some fuel. Get there, I'm gonna check that and see what's in here. Really? Really? Are you seriously doing that to me right now, guy? I just went around this guy and now he's stepping on the throttle and pinching me off. Look at this. Wow. 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 Yeah, that's not cool, dude. That guy with that U-Haul trailer just pulled right up alongside my truck and now he's driving the same speed as me. Better back off, bud. Not cool. Up another, I mean, now that I'm driving up and down the road thinking about this and that guy just did that to me, this isn't truckers who's complaining, this is like a PSA right now, guys. PSA on people that do that stuff. When a semi-truck is passing you, we're out here just minding our own business. You know, we got our cruise control set, we're just doing our thing. When a semi-truck comes up around you, you don't have to get butthurt because you're getting passed by a big truck. It's not like that. My cruise control's set and I'm just going up and down the road. Every time I have to hit the throttle down again, it just costs me more money. So I'm not passing people to you know, cause an issue. I'm just just passing you because you're going slower than me, that's all. But then when they come up alongside you like that and they drive right alongside of your truck and trailer like that for miles on end, do you want to be that car next to that semi-truck when that semi-truck throws a cap off a tire? I'll tell you how much force is involved with a semi-truck blowing a tire. Keep this in mind, because this is real. This isn't no joke. There's a lot of power in the mass of that tire when it comes flying off. I was pulling a tanker, a round tanker that had the ladder down the side, pulled liquid asphalt, the asphalt that's used for the highways, for the roads. I was pulling one of those down the road, and I blew an outside rear truck tire. The truck tire didn't blow. The cap came loose and the cap came off. The whole entire cap came off in one big long piece. We call them gators. I heard the tire go boom! And I saw it come flying off my truck, dust everywhere. I pulled over to the side of the road. I walked over to look. That tire came off with so much force that it completely ripped the ladder, which solid aluminum ladder welded to the side of the tanker. It literally ripped the ladder right off of my trailer. That's how much force is in that cap when it comes off that truck. So people, please try to keep in mind when you're passing a semi-truck, just get around them. There's a pedal on the right, it's an accelerator. Just get around the truck for your own safety, for the love of God. It makes me so nervous when families in minivans come creeping up alongside of me at a quarter of a mile an hour faster than me, and they're there for minutes. And I'm thinking to myself, is this going to be the time when one of my tires blow out? And then I'm lifting off the throttle, letting them go, stepping back on the throttle again, which costs me money. Just go around the truck. Just go. It's all good. What's going on, Scott? Scotty, come on in. One of our owner-operators. That load was down at USG as well. I saw that trailer down there. That's his truck and his trailer. He lives in Carlton, Minnesota. So yeah, it's a public service announcement, guys. It's not me complaining by any means. Just for the safety of everybody out there. When you're going around a big truck, just get around them. There's no reason to stick alongside of them. If that truck blows a steer tire and you're alongside of them, you're probably going to go along for a ride too. It's just dangerous. with our discount at the Loves. So I'm gonna skip this, although I could grab a nice breakfast while I'm here at the Denny's. I'm gonna keep on trucking by and we'll get fuel up at Loves. Super excited to get home. I love being on the road, but when I get home and I get to see my son, and we get to go upstairs on the computer and hang out and just have fun. Look forward to getting home every time. Even though it's only going to be for one day, that's one day of time with my son that I could have never had, so I'll get home and enjoy it with him. He did tell me yesterday that he has to work at midnight tomorrow night. Or he works from 5 to midnight. And he was unsure if he was going to stop by tomorrow just because of his work schedule, and since I'm leaving on Sunday. I said, well, man, I said, you want to come on over? I said, come on over, I'll be there. We'll see. If he comes over, he does, it'd be great. But if he doesn't, it's all right. I'll catch him next time. second. Trucker Zeus needs to make a pit stop. Chances that nobody needs to deliver some gas right now because I gotta run in. I'll be back. Give you some puppy time real quick here. Misha, you stay off my dash. And I got my key so she don't lock me out. I'll be back. Stay. I wonder I can't find my wallet. Stay.
But I've still got